inauguration coverage, 2001, on a nasty, but it could be worse kind of day in Washington.
Where do we want justice? Where do we want it? Down!
On the day George W. Bush was inaugurated, tens of thousands of Americans poured into the streets of D.C. in one last attempt to reclaim what had been taken from them. They pelted Bush's limo with eggs and brought the inauguration parade to a halt. The plan to have Bush get out of the limo for the traditional walk to the White House was scrapped. Bush's limo hit the gas to prevent an even larger riot. No president had ever witnessed such a thing on his inauguration day. And for the next 8 months, it didn't get any better for George W. Bush.
Mr. Curtis, are there programs that can be used to secretly fix elections?
Yes.
How do you know that to be the case?
Because in October of 2000, I wrote a prototype for Congressman Tom Feeney at the company I worked for in Oviedo, Florida, that did just that.
And when you say did just that, it would rig an election?
It would flip the vote 51-49.
What political philosopher or thinker do you most identify with and why? Governor Bush.
Christ, because he changed my heart.
The betrayal of America. 5 members of the United States Supreme Court committed, in my opinion, and I feel very strongly about this, one of the biggest and most serious crimes in American history when they stopped the recount in Florida, took the election away from the American people, and handed it to George Bush. December the 8th, the Florida Supreme Court ordered a manual recount. The recount started the following morning, a Saturday, December 9th, 8 o'clock. At that point in time, Bush's lead had shrunk over Gore to 154 votes. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Justice Antonin Scalia steps in with an emergency order supported by the 4 other justices. He said, we got to stop this recount because if it continues, it could, quote, threaten irreparable harm to George Bush, unquote. So even though the election had not yet been decided, the incredible Scalia was presupposing that Bush had won the election, and any recount that showed that Gore had won would threaten irreparable harm to George Bush. Now, if that doesn't show that these justices were trying to steal the election for George Bush, what in the world would?
I accept the finality of this outcome, which will be ratified next Monday in the Electoral College.
Every nation in every region now has a decision to make. Either you are with us or you are with the terrorists.
Based on thorough analysis, the IA has concluded, with the concurrence of outside experts, that these documents, which form the basis for the reports of recent uranium transaction between Iraq and Niger, are in fact not authentic.
President Bush even referred to it in his State of the Union message, as you remember, yet it proved to be a forgery.
The majority of the Council confirmed that they do not want to authorize the use of force. The majority consider that it would not be legitimate, whereas the inspection is producing result, to take such a decision. Thank you very much.
And this is why we had hoped that the Iraqi leadership would have cooperated fully and we would have been able to do this without resort to use of force. But the little window that we seem to have seems to be closing very, very fast. I'm not sure at this stage the Council can do anything in the next couple of hours.
That these documents, which form the basis for the reports of recent uranium transaction between Iraq and Niger, are in fact not authentic.
it proved to be a forgery.
Every nation in every region now has a decision to make. Either you are with us or you are with the terrorists. This will be a monumental struggle of good versus evil, but good will prevail. This will be a monumental struggle of good versus evil, but good will prevail. This crusade will rid the world of the evildoers. We've never seen this kind of evil before. But the evildoers have never seen the American people embracing a new ethic in action and a new creed. Either. Let's roll. This crusade. This will be a monumental struggle of good versus evil, but good will prevail. This crusade.